currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a... We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped.
Comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Time to play.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good anti-air. Wow. Shut down. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Ooh, will they hit with or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Knockdown. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the rounds. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? A quick breather. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2, will this super art connect? On Gensatsu? They need to rely on their instincts here. Knockout goes for the super art? Goes for the Sakai Fuhazan! Vintage jury! Player 1, yes! Drive impact for the win! Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Player 1 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 needs to use the front of the corner here. Knockdown and... time to reassess the situation? Out of range. Relatively safe. Buffs up. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. What? Anti-air. That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 is barely hanging and whiffs. They're wide open. Are we gonna see a comeback here? One chance. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Try put the fear of God in it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Gets a risky buff in. Looking to impress with this super. Brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. They're going for the super art. Backdashes for space. Player 1 has the super. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Goal starts to pry them open. Next, the counter. And the Tenten in at the ready. Oh my God, they just choked it up. What's next? Oh, yo! What? Super here? Oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the super? What now? Dangerous range here. Catches them out. Go heavy with authority. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Knockdown. Here comes the next one. Shows a medium kick. Tenten ring hits home. Player 2 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. The attack is parried. Hits with the overhead. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. Next hit will end the round. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jumping. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Hits them with a stopping bomb. Whiffs the impact. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Going in, the Tenten ring hits home. Player 2 needs feng shui engine activation. They want to end this quick. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do? It brushes that off and keeps going. Nice parry. Buffs up. Still slugging it out at this point. In there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods pick? The low. The low kick hits. Player 2 with a rhythm owning that space. Poetry in motion. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Anti-air in the clutch. Raw super art incoming. Party time. Catches them in the Fuha storm. Can they make the most of this? Oh, yo, raw super here. Backs off. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Correct them. Oh, they are done. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Gets a risky buff in. Blocks the impact. Grabs him. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 chases them down. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Or can they survive this badly timed burnout? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. That drive impact doesn't get through. Did well to get the buff in there. The super armor does its job. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Go starts to pry them open. So there's the impact. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump-in is denied. Will gain control of the match in the early going. The Tencent ring hits home. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Will that super be the turning point? Plenty of life left, a full drive gauge to work with. They have tons of options at their disposal. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Brushes that off and keeps going. Picks the air throw. Still slugging it out at this range. Experiencing burnout. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. This could lead to some big damage. Raw super art incoming. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still... Oh, yo! Raw super here! Who's gonna take it? Here comes... Will this super art do anything? Excellent read! Doesn't touch the throw! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a jump in. The low. Flush that off. Turning it right up with a super. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Jump, drive, impact misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Taps them on the dome. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This goes to the air. They are not getting close to each other. Medium kick. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Will this super art do anything? Amazing. I called it. Player 1 is what were they thinking? Raw super art incoming. Excellent read. They're back into the corner now. Both sides getting ready. Light turns out. Throws them. I can't believe it! It's in the drive impact! Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Brushes that off and keeps going. Misses the grab. Grabs him. Good work staying in throw range there. All right. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Takes a trip. Perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Will this super art connect? Goes for the Sakai Fuhazan! Vintage Jury! Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 chases them down. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. Jumps up. Goes up to pry them open. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. At least one of them is having a good time in that corner. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Going in. They're going for the super art. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Knockdown and now. Can they finish the job? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Gotta be careful. Goes to the air. Burns a bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhazan. Raw super art incoming. Amazing. Can they create an opportunity? Connects with the throw. Player, genius read with that throw escape. Oh, here we go. Uses that wall pressure. Player 2 comes away with the win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jumps up. Gets the counter hit throw. Fantastic reactions there. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Next up, player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Grabs him, does a good job of pushing back. Heading into the endgame now, it's getting tense. Taking stock. Goes for the super art. The damage is really piling, cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Player 1 has the meter lead. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. So little life left. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Can they create enough? And whiff! They're wide open! They've got a daring impact to wrap up the round! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. The last round activates the super and may try to make something happen here. Picks up the counter. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Okay, knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Tap into the feng shui engine. Raw super art incoming. Switch sides, turning it right up with a super. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. This could lead to some big damage. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that, wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best.
We currently have a player on a winning streak. featured player's win streak has ended. We currently have a play. We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Throw whiffs. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop it. They're on the lookout for jump-in. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Did well to get the buff in there. Decides to buff up while they can. Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Holds out with a block. Not good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Draw critical. What the smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Blocks the impact. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Big, low, reaching heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Both fighters hit them with a stop and pop. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What'll happen here? Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Risky up close strike finds the target. Medium kick. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Excellent lead. Reversal. What a finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Give me a little bit more.
Final round. Fight!
Open clutch, clutch anti-air. Up draw, super arcade punch. Sakai Fuhasai. Player 1 with a slight lead. Gets him with a Euro step. Ooh, what a smart throw. Cross that off. Player 1 has the super gauge advance, throws him. Both sides get this is gonna hurt. Player 1, there's a drive impact. Turning it right up with the super. Party time. Catches him in the Fuha Storm. Still can't find a way out of the pumps the brakes on the impact. The brain on the spider to fish for the counter in that situation. Okay, it is over. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.